Hey, it's been a while. How you guys been? Haven't been uploading too much, but I'm back now. How you guys been? You guys chilling, working on stuff? Like, let me know. But anyway, today we're gonna talk about Hyacine, a character I'm really anticipating and very excited for. Because from the leaks and gameplay showing her best team, she looked pretty good. Kinda niche for the right team, but in those niches, like I think Hyacine offer a lot of value. So we're going to talk about her kit, then we talk about her life cone, Eidolons, and all that stuff. And of course, if you like what you see, wanna hit the like button and subscribe to my channel because it'll mean the world to me. But yeah, we'll talk about Hyacine now. The Hyacine will be a 5-star win remembrance character that should be released on the first half of 3.3 and filling a role as a hybrid healer slash damage dealer and really benefits having characters that can manipulate their own HP, which I'll get to in a bit. And similar to a lot of N4's characters, like she scales off max HP. Her basic attack is nothing special, just hits single target and scales off max HP. And then you got Hyacinth's skill that summon her Memo Sprite but also has the ability to heal the whole team. And once the Memo Sprite is summoned, the Memo Sprite also heals the team as well. Then you got Hyacinth Ultimate, which does a pretty nifty thing, has the ability to heal her whole allies for a little bit of max HP back, but then also Hyacin goes into a state that lasts for 3 turns. But while that ultimate state is active, Hyacin can increase her allies' max HP based on 30% of their max HP plus a little 600 on the side. Which is honestly kinda crazy because 30% of anything is just absurd because for HP scalers like Blade, Mighty, Casper, Treeby, that basically just means you're just increasing the damage even further for free. Like for attack scaler, this is kinda whatever, but realistically, you kinda just wanna use this with characters that scale off max HP and with the Emporious HP method, like that's not hard. Like that by itself is already insane, but we still got more to discuss about her kit. Like a technique that once used can heal allies up to 30% of highest and max HP, but also for 2 turns, increasing all allies' max HP by 20% based on their respective HP. But we should probably talk about more about Hyacin Memo Sprite because it plays a big part about her kit. It shares Hyacin stats, especially her max HP stats, and has the effect that if Hyacin or the Memo Sprite provide healing, the Memo Sprite damage will go up by 100%. While also acting pretty uniquely because its base speed is set to 0 and you will never see it in turn order, but you'll see the attack when Hyacin uses the ultimate and she in her enhanced state. Because when the Memo Sprite does attack, it hits for AoE and it hits like a truck because one of her traces allow Hyacin to have a 100% crit rate on her attacks. And the trace had the added effect if character that get healing under at 50%. The Memo Sprite and Hyacin healing healing goes up by 25%. But to get on the damage part of a kit, that sounds really promising. Granted, Hyacin only way of doing damage is with her basic attack and the Memo Sprite skill. But from the gameplay showing her in her best scenario, like it's pretty good. Not enough to replace a DPS, but something like 3B, it just adds up. Like we still have so much more to talk about the Memo Sprite because I don't know why Hoyo thinks it's just better to have a paragraph to make it seem confusing when it's really not. It has the ability to, other than itself, if allies from your team take damage, it reduces its own HP and converts it to healing based on highest and max HP for any target ally that take action, so that's pretty nifty. Then you got the 2 Memo Sprite talent. When you summon him for the first time, you gain 30 energy for Hyacin, and then whenever you resummon him when he disappears, Hyacin gets 15 energy back, so that's pretty good. And then when he disappears, Hyacin will get advanced by 30%. And now we're on the traces, and I already said with the first one, so we can stop with the last 2 ones now. The second trace gives Hyacin 50% effect rate, so that's pretty good, making she less likely to get CC'd. But the other thing is, if Hyacin uses her ultimate or skill, she has the ability to cleanse 1 debuff from your whole entire team, so that's pretty promising. And last trace is if you exceed 200 speed on Hyacin and its Memo Sprite will get its HP increased by 20%, so that's pretty nice. And for every pointless speed, you get that exceeded 200, you get increased healing bonus. And I know 200 speed may seem a lot of speed, but Hyacine is actually a character that actually you can see really quick because her base speed is 110, and then the fact that the new plant set that you want to use with Hyacine, the one that increased speed, is really good on her. Then you have like the 4-piece set for any person that has a memo sprite get their speed increased. So and Hyacine got a lot of speed from her traces, so like she's gonna be a pretty quick character. And that Hyacine is your kit, and I gotta say she sounds really promising, especially for characters like Blade, Mighty, Casper, Dreamy, like looking really strong, but I'm not exactly sure how good she will be outside of that niche, but I think she should perform decently well, but I think it's like decently well versus her best in slot. So like I'm pretty sure a lot of people are just gonna pull Hyacine just for like the HP meta with Casperus. And out of the fact that her HP buff is just really strong on HP scaling character that does damage. So like she's pretty good in that niche. Like a pretty solid blade buff for the people that want to improve blade. Mighty can use it. Freebie basically free as a buffer that also take advantage of Hyacine, like it's a no-brainer. And also, I don't know why I didn't say this, but I'll say it now, come too late to do a cut in the beginning, but I would have to say that nothing confirmed until Hyacine comes out, but realistically, I think you already knew that when you was watching the video, but I did common sense, so I just had to say it. But anyway, we can talk about her vertical investment side with her Litecoin and then her island, and I'll be honest, I like what a freaking amazing, has a lot of utility, but only for like 2 characters, and I'll explain right now. Off rip, you get an unconditional 18% speed, which is just really nice for building up to. And after using a skill, basic attack or ultimate, the way of the light cone will consume all allied HP by 1% and deal 1 additional instance of damage equal to 250% of the total HP loss based on the web memo's price stat after the next turn. And then the total amount of HP reset until you reapply the effect with Hyacine or anyone who wearing the light cone. And lastly, the final effect is when the memo sprite uses their memo sprite skill, you make the enemy take 18% more damage for 2 turns, and this effect cannot stack, so don't go thinking you can get 2 Hyacine Lycon, put down X and Y and get like a lot of damage taken. That part of the Lycon will not stack, and I'm not exactly sure about the HP drain. If it does, that sounds insane, but I'm not sure about the HP drain piece. This is a really strong Lycon, but not a really broken one unless you have a specific character. There's only like 2 characters that actually really like this passive, being Blade and Casperus, because Blade, any point of HP that you lose, you get 1 point of the follow attack, and just another way to make Blade follow attack even faster. And Casperus, because every point of HP loss goes toward Casperus ultimate, so that's just nice and mighty technically, but not as impactful as Blade or Casperus, but still pretty good, and 18% damage taken on the enemies always nice, and 18 speed is pretty pog. Like, well, even looking at the Eidolons, because I already know what they are. Like this, like when you should probably get if you want to upgrade your Hyacine. But if you're going for Eidolons, are they worth going for? Well, actually, yes, if you have the dispensable income, but I'm gonna quickly spitball through these. But E1, basically, when Hyacine uses her ultimate and she in the alt state, her HP buff get increased by 50%, and also immediately heal your allies based on 8% of Hyacine HP, so overall for HP scale it like really good. Then you got Hyacine E2, which means any ally that loses HP, Hyacine speed get increased by 30% for 2 turns, which pretty interesting to help with like a passive and speedy king E3, so okay, but I don't think needed. Hyacine E3 is talent increases to ultimate basic attack and memo price skills, so actually pretty good actually, because they can put it on the E5, so nice. C4 add a new effect in Hyacine trace, the one that give you healing bonus if you exceed 200 speed. Well, has that, but now added crit damage. For every 1 speed that exceeded 200, you get 2 crit damage, so pretty good. Hyacine E5 is her skill, talent and Memo's Price talent. And lastly, for Hyacine E6, the Memo's Price skill gets changed a total tally of 10% healing declared. And when Hyacine Memo's Price is on field, increase ally res pen by 20%, so that's just pretty good overall. And for recommendations, like I would prioritize getting a Lycon first, then upgrade, but if you were to get her Eidolons, well, E1 a really good stopping point, E2 is fine, but I think it's necessary. E4 can be strong, and E6, like, it's an E6, like, any E6 is pretty powerful. Like, I'm definitely gonna get her Anna like Corn when she drops, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys gonna do down below. Like, are you interested in she? Are you gonna skip she? Or like, are you pulling for anyone? Like, let me know down below. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching. I do appreciate you for sure. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. Join my Discord down below in the pinned comment. Come by, I'd love to see you there. But until my next video, take care, love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.